A stacked Saturday of college basketball brings us to Iowa City for the Big Ten opener for the Maryland Terps. It's the home opener in the Big Ten for the Iowa Hawkeyes, who started 7-0. That's why he felt that this is the job to take, that he could get to a Final Four here. Bennett starts on the fall away.
He's just tough. He loves to go right. He's really showing bodies and not letting Maryland get into that free throw line area, that black Big Ten area.
Well, they did on Payne, who muscles his way up on the second try. Banks slides it in. Manyow has it tipped away. Koch at three. He knocks it down.
That's one thing Cooper Koch can do. His free throw rate is very, very high.
Starts on the take. That was real clean, but the follow-up for Banks.
Tavian Banks does all the dirty
at Maryland.
Yeah, he was a pretty good player there.
He was decent. Here is Coit for the first time. Off the bench, an immediate impact.
A great sign for Maryland. And again, that's another thing.
41% from three on the year. And both him and Koch, two of the best shooters on their team. Cardi hit, and Bennett starts. Knocks one down.
Do much to Iowa because they are so patient.
Banks, a lot of touches early in that goaltender. A lot of touches around the basket for Banks in this one.
Really good drop-off right there to Banks, you can see.
Trying to get him going again, and Fulgaris has the steal on Payne. Hit ahead pass, it's Banks going underneath with the acrobatic two.
And that one makes up for the two missed ones right there.
Payne hustling back into the paint. Out for a closeout on Koch. His second three.
Really good unselfish basketball. Three. Maryland cannot turn the basketball over and give Iowa easy run-outs.
Maryland has been better last couple games protecting the ball. And starts. Banks a three.
Just can't go underneath him. He's too good.
Saunders has to hustle back in as they run. And that's pinned, but it's a goaltend. So count that as Tate Sage went to the rim.
Got out of his letter of intent when Ben McCullum got this job. And you can see right here, he's athletic.
We're going to be a high school ball.
Yeah, and I think the thing that when you talk to Maryland about their class, and it's a top 5 recruiting class,
and they got to hit a couple of threes. Down to single digits on the shot clock for Howard. He spins in, good help side from Mills, who strapped for it, but didn't come up with it. 1 on the clock, Sturts rings it in! Get the ball back in the hands of Payne. Trouble with it for Coit. Taken away by Sturts. Another run out. It's Tate Sage. All alone.
When Maryland left Vegas, there was a couple
4-0 in turnovers, all of them by Maryland. And in a crowd, Saunders puts it home.
You know, the one thing we talked about it.
Iowa has not missed from three yet. They're 5 of 5. Koch, no! Sage, yes!
And there you can see, okay, it's 17 right now. Let's just winnow this down. Can we go in a half these last 10 minutes? Can we win the last 10 minutes and go in the half down 10 or less and put ourselves in good position?
Second game back for Washington. That's a huge deal for Maryland to have his length and his defense.
It is. They call him their best defender. They call him their best vocal leader.
Tate Sage.
Yeah. Have a night freshman. He's going to have a heck of a career at Iowa.
I'm looking over at your sheet. Confirmed.
Yeah.
You got it down. There's a three for Washington, and he smacks one back.
And there it is. It's down to 15.
Maryland gets one back with Delpino into the game. An extra pass. Saunders lets it fly and hits it.
The three-point line is going to be critical.
Sturts had the hot start. Washington has been checking him since. Fulgaris had everybody clear, and he rains in a three.
I really think from watching Iowa on tape these last couple weeks that if they like you to be that second guy.
Washington hops in, and a powerful finish around the rim.
Especially for the way they play.
The shot clock dripping down on Payne, who skies to the rim.
Delpino, he got in the teeth of the defense.
Sturts got an open look, couldn't hit it. Fulgaris offensive rebound, and Banks didn't go back up with it. Koch does, and delivers again.
Down over there. They're checking on him. You can see a little pocket pass by Delpino. Payne flushes it in. Brings it in. But again, the nice one more.
Ahead of the under 4 timeout. Mills loses it on the cross. Here's Sage. He's had a big first half. Sturts lays it up for Iowa.
And the line ball turnovers, Maryland has got to keep the line ball.
Set the screen with 8 on the clock. It's Coit attacking. He's blocked by Banks, who saves it, and it's picked up by Payne, who's fouled and won.
That's a huge play for Maryland. You go back and, you know, Coit gets blocked at the rim, and that's one thing you teach.
Just 3 for the Hawkeyes. Maryland has been under 10 turnovers their last 2 games. Collins gets in tight. Points in that first half. Him and the Hawkeyes start with the ball in half number 2 here in Iowa City, and straight to the cup for a 2 for Kel Collins. They have 11 today. The pocket pass from Combs. It's Mannion banging his way in.
Yeah, and if you watch Iowa on tape, they flip screens. They're very good at finishing, elbowing in.
How many times has Combs seen Sturts do that the last couple of years as Mills gets one back from Maryland?
Get these guys out of their wall of 3, out of their gaps.
A cold start for Maryland from the floor in this half. Good pass, and Mannion! And 1 off the feet from Banks.
They show 2 on the ball. Really good job on selfish play. Watts just sits behind. He's got to fight Mannion, though, better in the post right here. Watts has to dive on top of Mannion right there and take that. And he said it helps in the transition from Drake to Iowa, but bringing those guys, the staff members from Northwest Missouri State and his players over Drake in the first year was instrumental in the success because he knew he had these guys in Foxhole with him.
On to 22, the biggest of the day, and Mannion has another one to throw down. Centers his body. Mannion! Another one!
But the biggest thing I've learned, coaching, you know, very good players, calls with good look in the corner.
Here's Mills on the take. Into Mannion's body and a tough 2.
And if it is the foul line, it's because all the clock stopped. And there's another live ball turnover. Mannion again.
He's got double digits in the second half.
5 for 6 from field.
For Maryland. Mills driving kick. Coit gets going again. His second 3 of the day.
Yeah, that's the one thing. He made that first one early in the game.
Since that game against Mount St. Mary's. There's Sturts taking the contact and finishing.
And you can see his basketball IQ right there. You saw at the very end of that drive. And you got to be able to respond. Home or road.
And the reverse slam for Sage.
The best thing they said, the stats say for Iowa, take Sage.
Inside 10 minutes to go. Iowa in command with Koch running one home.
Cooper Koch having a terrific day. His dad's proud of him for a little bit.
Coit steps in. It's off the front rim and goes home for him. His third 3 of the day. He's at 50%. At the free throw line either way. Maryland at 62. Sturts mid-range.
You just can't let him go right. You got to sit on Sturts' right hand. You got to get him back going left. If he gets free throws and it's guys that are, you know, 50, 60 guys. Sturts, which way are you going, Connor? He's going right.
Almost needs a new undershirt. We got a couple other guys with 4 fouls for Iowa, and they just gave up an offensive rebound. Coit can't cash it in. Payne an offensive rebound to put back for 2. Iowa comfortable playing at a slow pace. Mattione in the game, setting the screen. Sturts, hey, going to his left. It's
went to his left, you can't go under that.
Sometimes it's Rice, sometimes it's Coit at point guard. And the guy who never comes off the floor. Bennett Sturts always in there, and he's creeping up on a new Iowa high. Mattione's played in 4 of the 8 games so far for Iowa. He's played in half the games. And getting his run for the 5th time today. And Adams sweeps in, and there's the first field goal of the day for a guy averaging 14.
Be as good an atmosphere come Thursday night.
Howard puts it back for the Hawkeyes.
Do we want to bet?
Inside 3 minutes to go. Hasn't left the floor yet. Urach spinning his way in and puts it down.
The young freshman, great.
Sturts, there will be. Lipsy against Braden Smith today. Sturts against Lipsy on Thursday. That 3 goes for Andre Mills.
You know, they really were really good from start to finish. Big win. Like I said, you got to protect your home. And Joey Mannion gets on the scoreboard there.
And that punctuates the first Big Ten win for the Iowa Hawkeyes with Ben McCollum as their head coach.